Brink is her. She's the perfect blueprint for what the modern big should be, and a little bit more. I believe that she's a generational two-way talent and will be an elite WNBA player when that gets fully realized and embraced. Going back to her rookie season in 2024, in her 15 games of play, Cam averaged 2.3 blocks in only around 22 minutes per game. Per 36 minutes, this would be 3.8 blocks per game, which would have led the league on a per 36 basis. But even with just the 2.3 blocks that she actually averaged, no per 36, had she played enough games to qualify, this would have made her the second best shot blocker in the league behind Angel Wilson, someone that was having a very historic season last year. Most points scored in a season, grabbed the most rebounds in a season, and 2024 was the absolute best shot blocking season of her career and ranks 9th all time in W history. So that's what Cam was up against. I doubt that Cam's going to have to contend with a historic shot blocking season every year for career. Actually, she might have some historic shot blocking seasons, so if healthy, she's probably going to lead the league in shot blocking for a long time. I believe this because in year 2, like right now after returning from her ACL rehab, Cam is still a defensive beast. She's recorded multiple 2-block games. She recorded the third 5-block game of her career, and at the time of this recording, she is tied for the most blocks in the WNBA since her return. And this is all in limited minutes, never going past 20 minutes, which is why the per 36 numbers are insane. A player that has an elite skill will stay in the league for a while. Cam's elite skill is not just shot blocking, like blocking shots is nice, but she's a good overall rim protector as well. The layup is the most efficient shot in basketball. That makes rim protection the most valuable defensive skill. That's why just about all of the time, bigs are always the most impactful defenders and the main ones in the running for defensive player of the year and like all defensive teams and such. This is like a whole nother discussion, but that's why perimeter defenders are like more versatile defenders that can switch and guard multiple positions aren't automatically better than just a flat out rim protector. Cam isn't just a rim protector. She's actually so versatile, can play in many coverages, but because she's elite at the most valuable defensive skill, she's going to be around for a while if she can stay healthy. Cam's mobility and timing just allow her to cause so much havoc. She blocks a lot of shots, but she also dissuades shots from even going up because of her insane rim deterrence and shot blocking threat. Like I said, the layup is the most efficient shot, so when you can get teams to play further away from the basket, that's a win because those shots are less efficient, and Cam is good for that. She makes players change their shot selection because of her shot blocking threat. From day one, she was one of the best defenders in the league, and she's going to earn a lot of all defensive team selections and some defensive player of the year awards. Then offensively, she's a real shooter, but she's basically a Curry, so that's expected. In her 24 games of WNBA action, Cam shoots 36% from 3 on 47 attempts and 86% from the free throw line on 36 attempts. I also want to highlight how free throw shooting wasn't like always a strength of her game. At Stanford, for her first 2 years, she's around a 63% free throw shooter. Then for her last 2 years, she's around an 84% free throw shooter, which has translated to the WNBA so far. This is a player that takes the game seriously. She got better every year, always improving a skill or adding something new to her bag every year, while still being a very efficient, very productive player. She has weaknesses in her game, like fouling. Also, weirdly enough, the mid-range game never quite translated over. Like as of right now, she's not shooting it well on very limited attempts. But yeah, because of her insane work ethic and the results to back it up, I'm not really worried that much about her progression in the league. Like she just has that anything to win type of mindset. Offensively, I'm not the biggest fan of how she's being used right now. She has some off the dribble juice, but Lane Roberts would rather have her sit in a corner and like just shoot threes, which I'm hoping is just to lessen her role and trying to ease her back in. I'm really hoping that's not the long-term vision for her. But yeah, not expecting her to handle the ball that much until unrivaled, but for right now, the shooting touch combined with the rim protection and the amount of coverages that she can play in gives her so much positional versatility, and it makes her the blueprint for the modern big. Once the training wheels come off and Cam gets starter minutes, and maybe a new coach or hopefully Lane Roberts changes her offensive philosophy and doesn't have her like standing in a corner all the time, and maybe she could use some new teammates to actually pass her the ball. Once the Sparks actually embrace Cam and build a team around her, build a team around someone that they took second overall in the draft, like crazy concept. But yeah, when that happens, I believe that she's going to be an elite WNBA player that will be one of the most impactful players in the league and win a lot of awards.